A pair of these, you lose some skin. I never look forward to this. You know what has just taken place. You have somebody botch my downstairs. Morning everyone! Today I need to go and do some female grooming stuff. I need to get out of here really quickly. So I need to show you something before we go. When you're going to have your wax done, a few things, just don't make mistakes I did. Sometimes when I go afterwards, I feel like that's literally my alarm telling me it's time to go. So sometimes I find that basically if you're gonna go and fast with down there and you're gonna upset the situation, I find that the skin afterwards just wants to breathe and be left alone. So I either take a pair of boxers, or I wear a pair of boxers, loose ones, or I will wear a pair of seamless knickers, which I'm going to show you. So they look like a battered pair of knickers, but it's because they're not really finished. So the ends, they're seamless, there's no seam to them. So you know what I mean? That, yeah, they don't look very pretty, but that's not what it's about. The fact that they have no seam, it's not tight, like it doesn't rub on the groin area. So when you put them on and you pull them up, if they've got seams, then I feel like it really rubs in that area. But when you have these on, it's breathable, everything is fine, your skin's already pissed off, it doesn't get more pissed off with you. So a pair of these is essential, I feel, when you're going to have a wax. I will tell you more along the way, because if I don't leave now, we're going to miss the appointment. Just got here, had to run. I'm gonna go in just a second, waiting for the other lady to come out. I never look forward to this, but I love the results, so it has to be done.
Steady? Yeah. Let's go then. And have a look at all the same way. Is temperature okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Definitely very low now, so I hope it's people that use hair removal
Like afterwards.
yeah. The break, amazing. Feels okay? Yeah. See this side is ready. Very good. Doing well. Take a deep breath. Is it okay? Not doing Brazilian today, unfortunately. It's joyous in this case. So it just
I've just finished having my wax done. I feel very good now.
Pink like the inside of your baby.
It's weird when you have it done. It's like you have this spring in your step and no one knows why. Nothing has changed on the outside, but you know what has just taken place. You know that the garden is looking proper. It's just, yeah. I never look forward to having wax done. I don't like it, but afterwards it is worth it. Like literally you walk away like you want to skip. It's just a wonderful feeling. Anyway, a few tips that I have with waxing that I found over the years so you can avoid some of the awful mistakes I've made. Crucial, get someone you trust. Trial and error, different people. So usually if I call up, I ask, how many beauticians do you have? Who's been there the longest? And sometimes I'll just say to them, look, straight up, I've had terrible experiences. I'm not coming here to spend my money to have somebody botch my downstairs. So please, can you advise me of one of your senior members of staff who is very experienced, who basically there won't be any mishaps. And usually to avoid an issue, they'll then tell me who to go to. I've had some people who have burnt me, awful things, but the lady that I go to now, I've been going to her for years. She's absolutely lovely. She's so patient. She's so funny. She's hilarious. So number one, find someone you trust. Try different people, someone who seems quite experienced. Number two, bring your seamless panties or your boxers or go commando. That's what I find. Putting on knickers or tight underwear straight afterwards, I find aggravates the skin. It's already been aggravated and I just find it too much. I feel like after that it just needs some space to like return to normal. Number 3, I'd say if you suffer with ingrown hairs, then exfoliate not on the day, maybe the day before or the day before that, at least 24 hours before you go, exfoliate around that area. Number 4, crucial one, hot wax, not strip wax. Strip wax is, I think I showed in the video, the brown solution. That's what's used for strip wax. So they paste that onto your skin, then they use a piece of, like, it looks like paper, but it's not actually paper, I don't think. They place it on your skin and then rip it off. Hot wax is like the green gungy looking stuff. They paste that onto your skin and it kind of forms, the paste becomes peelable, so then they'll peel that off. But strip wax is a lot more harsh on the skin, and I personally feel from what I've witnessed that that needs more experience, because it's about how you pull it away. If the person pulls it away wrong, then that is where you're likely to maybe lose some skin. Literally. But with hot wax, it's still painful, but it's not as bad. So hot wax is the way forward. It's more expensive, but it's worth it, because you see what, when you're playing with my lady friend, you need to come correct. We need to be as delicate as possible. We need to treat her like the queen she is. So please, let's come correct. Invest in the hot wax. Do it for yourself. Right, afterwards, if you're going to have your wax and then, I don't know, let's say you're going to see a special friend or something like that, I beg you do, please go home and shower first, because you may find that some pieces of the green gungy stuff, some pieces of the hot wax have not thoroughly been removed, and they may decorate your garden. So your best bet is to go home and shower off first, so that you can go and meet any special friends you may have prim and proper. Okay, that's my waxing advice. It's not for everybody, but I think when I do pole dance as well, a lot of the time the shorts are really itty bitty, they're tiny, so it's nice to make sure that everything down there is taken care of and well groomed. Yeah, so routinely I go to see my gardener. Anyway, I think it's time to move on.
A few extra juicy bits. Book regular appointments. I would say the sweet spot is between 4 to 5 weeks. You don't want to go too often. There's definitely such a thing as going too often. But you also don't want to leave it too long, because if you leave it a really long time, you may find that it's really painful again. However, it all depends on your hair growth cycle. If you find the whole process super painful, I would say take a painkiller before you get there, but with enough time for it to actually kick in. Find your style. There are so many different shapes. For me, it is all about French bikini, but there's Brazilian, there's mini Brazilian, there's classic bikini. There are different types. So go ahead and try different styles. Don't forget to breathe. This one is so important. And I don't mean regular breathing. I mean deep breaths in and out. It makes your body less tense, because otherwise you tense up, you get anxious, especially before she pulls the next strip. But when you're breathing, you just kind of calm yourself down. The whole process goes that little bit quicker and your body's more relaxed. Honestly, this breathing thing, it changed the game. It changed the game for me.